The sudden strike by Israeli fighter jets on what has been described as a Hamas operational hub in Doha, Qatar, has shocked both regional powers and the international community. To understand the scale of this development, we first need to look at the kind of firepower Israel deployed in this mission. The IDF's fleet includes the American-made F-15I ROM and F-35I Adir, which are specifically adapted for Israeli needs. The F-15I is a long-range strike aircraft capable of carrying precision-guided munitions, deep penetration bombs, and advanced radar systems that allow it to engage multiple targets simultaneously. The F-35I Adir, on the other hand, represents the pinnacle of stealth and modern avionics. Its design allows it to bypass most radar systems, penetrate enemy defenses without early detection, and release weapons with pinpoint accuracy. This combination gives Israel a unique edge, and when used in a mission like the strike in Qatar, it highlights the IDF's ability to project power far beyond its borders with calculated precision. The first major reason behind Israel's strike in Doha lies in intelligence assessments that Hamas leadership had been coordinating operations outside of Gaza. Doha has long been known as a safe haven for Hamas political leadership, with several high-ranking figures residing there under Qatari protection. For Israel, the existence of an active command hub outside Gaza signaled that Hamas was decentralizing its leadership structure, making it harder for targeted assassinations or airstrikes in Gaza to cripple their By striking in Doha, Israel sent a clear message that distance would not protect Hamas leadership. The choice of targets appears to have been carefully calculated, using real-time intelligence, satellite imaging, and possibly even human assets on the ground to pinpoint safe houses and command facilities. This shows not just the range of Israeli air power, but also the integration of intelligence and airstrike capabilities. Another key aspect to analyze is the performance and efficiency of the jets involved in this mission. The F-35I Adir, beyond its stealth, has advanced electronic warfare systems that allow it to jam enemy radar and communication networks. This makes it extremely difficult for host nations to detect incoming strikes before they are already underway. In Doha's case, Qatar's air defense network is relatively sophisticated, equipped with American-made Patriot systems and French air defense radars, but the IDF jets reportedly entered undetected. This suggests either electronic jamming was at play or that Israel exploited blind spots in Qatar's radar coverage. The performance aspect is crucial here because it demonstrates not just raw power, but precision, stealth, and technological superiority in executing a mission deep into another sovereign nation. The second major reason for Israel's strike is strategic deterrence. With the Gaza war spilling over, Israel likely wanted to broaden its operational scope and demonstrate that any external supporters of Hamas would not be immune. Striking Doha was not just about targeting Hamas directly, but also about sending a message to Qatar, Iran, and other regional actors who provide funding, logistical support, or sanctuary to Hamas. The design element of this strike was psychological as much as physical. It signals that the IDF is willing to escalate horizontally beyond Gaza and hit targets in countries that are otherwise considered off. This kind of expansion of battlefield geography is designed to shock and recalibrate the calculations of Hamas and its allies. When we look at the unique selling points of Israeli air power in this context, it becomes clear why their jets stand apart. Unlike conventional air forces that may need long preparation windows, Israel's air fleet is optimized for rapid response, surgical strikes, and extreme precision. The F-15I's ability to carry long-range cruise missiles complements the F-35I's stealth, creating a strike package that can neutralize heavily guarded targets with minimal collateral damage. Additionally, the integration of Israeli-developed avionics and weaponry into these American platforms makes them uniquely suited for Middle Eastern warfare. Features like helmet-mounted displays, network-centric targeting, and indigenous guided bombs give Israeli pilots an unmatched edge in combat scenarios. The third reason behind this strike ties into the shifting dynamics of the Gaza war. As the conflict dragged on, Hamas appeared to be increasingly relying on external sanctuaries to maintain its political and financial operations. Striking Doha, therefore, was a way to cut off that external lifeline and disrupt the broader network of support. It also created a precedent that could be expanded in the future, meaning that if Hamas were to relocate more command centers abroad, Israel might not hesitate to repeat such operations. In terms of performance, this strike showed the operational endurance of Israeli fighter jets, which had to cover significant distances over potentially hostile airspace. The ability to conduct aerial refueling, maintain stealth across long ranges, and strike with accuracy proves the logistical sophistication of the IDF Air Force. Design? Elements of the mission also included timing and coordination. Reports suggest the strikes took place during the early hours of the morning, when air traffic is minimal and civilian exposure is limited. Such precision timing reduces collateral damage and ensures maximum element of surprise. Moreover, the mission likely involved not just strike fighters, but also support aircraft such as aerial surveillance, drones, and electronic warfare platforms. This multi-layered approach demonstrates the IDF's capacity to mount complex operations in environments beyond its immediate neighborhood. From a wider perspective, the implications of this strike are significant. Militarily, it demonstrates the IDF's reach and capability to conduct pinpoint strikes thousands of kilometers away. Politically, it puts Qatar in a difficult position, balancing its role as a U.S. ally with its long-standing ties to Hamas. For Hamas itself, it shows that leadership is no longer safe, even in foreign capitals, potentially creating panic and disarray within its ranks. For the wider region, it raises fears of escalation, with the Gaza war now spilling into new theaters of conflict. In conclusion, the IDF's strike in Doha can be broken down into three driving reasons: to dismantle Hamas' external command hub, to project strategic deterrence across the region, and to sever Hamas' external lifelines. Each of these goals was supported by the advanced performance and design of Israel's fighter jets, which combines stealth, precision, and range into a highly effective package. The unique selling point of Israel's air power lies in its ability to integrate intelligence and technology seamlessly, delivering strikes that are as much about shaping perceptions as they are about physical destruction. This operation shows the evolution of the Gaza war from a localized conflict into a broader regional showdown, with Israel's jets serving as both the spearhead and the symbol of its strategic reach